That's out of the stadium!
Let's go! Come on! Something! Come on!
Ah! Swing and a miss!
There's a lot of spunk.
Don't throw it wide!
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Unbelievable.
"17 teams stepped into Super Mega Baseball's finest development league for the chance to make their name this season. Only 4 remain. AAA's last players standing, having endured the rigors of the regular season, are poised now with a chance to achieve true glory. A Super Mega competition unlike any other, a World Series berth on the line. Get loud! This is the AAA semifinals!
Good morning or good afternoon, depending on where you are, and welcome in to another production of the Cross-Platform Baseball League. This is a continuation of the AAA semifinals, games 3 and 4 between Corruptionz and Kekaiula. I'm Weaver for Prez, and today I will be your play-by-play commentator. And as always, I'm joined in the booth once again by Dwayne, one of the co-commissioners of the Cross-Platform Baseball League. How you doing, Dwayne, on this midday match, a little matinee action?
Yeah, matinee action indeed. I'm feeling great, Weaver. Thank you for joining me. Good morning to you over there on the west side. We got an afternoon over here on the East Coast, and I'm just ready for some AAA baseball, no matter what time it is.
Yeah, these two have played a couple solid first two games in this best of 7 series. In game 1, it was an amazing game, really. It was Corruptionz leading most of the way late into the 9th inning. Kekaiula made a nice comeback in the 9th before Corruptionz ultimately walked it off in the bottom of the 9th. And then in game 2, a bit more pitching focus. Both of these guys threw good games. Corruptionz just edging out Keck a little bit more. So it is 2-0 in favor of the Pawtucket Prowlers. What are you looking for here as we go into game 3 and 4, Dwayne? Game 3 in Motor Yard, game 4 at Founders.
A lot more of that balanced baseball approach we saw from both teams, I think, in games 1 and 2, especially from the Prowlers, being that number 1 seed. We saw the pitching come out of the locker in game 2 where he really held the TACPs. But the TACPs can do the same thing just as well to Corruptionz and his Prowlers if Keck's able to really stay on his game. So it'll be interesting. I think every facet of the game is going to come into play here today. But if one team can really jump out offensively early, it's going to cause the other to play catch-up, and I think that could be a factor as well. And also, not to mention, Corruptionz could clinch a World Series berth if he wins both these games here today.
That's right. A chance at the AAA World Series is on the line. Corruptionz 2 wins away. Kekaiula needs to get on the board and needs to do it soon. In any case, we'll have the action for you guys here in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. It's the Prowlers and the TACPs. All right, folks, first time's the charm here. As the players load in, it will be Motor Yard, the site of Game 3, home field going to the Prowlers. They were the number 1 seed in the XBL AAA. If you're not familiar with us here at the XBL, we have the XBL, which is the 90 Ego League. We also have the XBL AAA, which is the 80 Ego batting, 90 Ego for the other components. You can see the Egos in the middle of the screen there. The batting Ego reading 83. That's a change that was enacted this season specifically for the semifinals and the World Series. And Dwayne, I think in both leagues, it really has worked wonders.
Yeah, it really has. It's kept the games extremely close and made for some extremely entertaining baseball. It started off last week with the start of this series with games 1 and 2, and then in every other series between now and then, it's really showed.
So these players exchanging pleasantries before first pitch, and I think we mentioned this during games 1 and 2, but these two players sporting identical bar setups in the XBL. You're allocated 21 bars, at least that's how it was. This may change going forward, but 21 bars in the team creation process. These two players just so happen to have the exact same one, as that is the first out of the game on a ground out.
Yeah, swinging early is Keck, ready to get things started. We'll see if his discipline comes into play at all.
Junk and Trunk is the number 3 starter for the Pawtucket Prowlers. Big assignment here, looking to get that absurdly good 3-0 advantage. Not if the Rookie of the Year, Kekaiula, has anything to say about it, as this one has popped into right field, should get down, so that's a 1-out knock for the Tech Bees.
Yeah, and that's dangerous, you know. Things can get started for the Tech Peas very quickly. Kekaiula, an extremely powerful offense, hit, I think, up in the top 5 of home runs this season for the AAA.
Yes, Kekaiula tied actually at second in home runs with Phillies Rock, who is also in the semifinals, locked in with Pizza Volcanoes. This one could be 2, depending on where corruptionz wants to throw. It takes the easy out at first. Runner does advance. So now 2 down, Junk and Trunk looking for a clean first. Despite the single. Sergeant Steve Ockman. 2-0 screwball, not in a good spot. Keck just a bit late. That one was sent.
Yeah, and that's the pitch Keck's going to be looking for. Anytime corruptionz makes a mistake, he's got the ability to jump on it. So the Prowlers and Junk and Trunk, you know, going to... Excuse me, I can't talk. Everyone's going to want to really be clean, though, on the pitching aspect of the game. You want to hit all those spots.
A missed spot could be disaster. That spot was hit on the bullseye. A fastball up and away. Delivers the Prowlers the end of the first. Sends them to the plate in the bottom of the first. Mr. Hagrid, Savvy Sweets, and of course, Lil Stronglegs in the 3-hole spot. Sergeant Jason Faley with the start here in game number 3.
Yeah, Keck's going to want to really be efficient with his location as well, as that one might be sent to right center field. It's got a ton of distance on it, and that baby's gone.
It's off that spotlight out there that was shining on the statue. What a dream start for corruptionz. That was the power swing. That's something he hasn't really started utilizing until these playoffs. It's paid off in a few ways. It paid off massive there. He takes the first lead of the game.
Yeah, that pitch was middle, and that's exactly the type of pitch you're looking for to start off a game. Give yourself a big leadoff home run.
So now Savvy Sweets ahead in her count. Rips on that one, but it will go foul. A couple big swings out of corruptionz. And it contributes to a walk. So only the 1 strike delivered on the foul ball. Otherwise, Savvy Sweets is aboard. Tense mojo now for Faley. Lil Stronglegs, one of the most dangerous hitters in the Prowlers lineup. Falls behind. Kekaiula, a good pitcher in his own right. Hasn't gotten off to the best start through 2 batters, but still early.
Corruptionz using
Stronglegs
really good
ripped
discipline.
that one. Yeah, excellent discipline, but not the best base running. It looked like he retreated off the bat, so Savvy Sweets can't even make it to second. She's forced out from left field.
Oh, I didn't even realize he made the out at second base there, so that might be a huge gift for Keck for sure. That's just a big error out of the Prowlers early.
That one ripped into the glove of Frazier. So that will be the second out. That one low and away.
Missing low a lot here is Keck early. He's got to try and find that location. You can see he's really trying to keep it away from that middle area of the zone where he gave up that big home run.
That one is a strikeout. So that with 2 down, that'll bring up Dawsall. Curve is in there. Quickly 0-2. Keck getting ahead. Defensive swing there from corruptionz. 2 aboard, looking for more. That one trying to go up the middle, but playing there was... Oh, he goes the short way, does Lozano. So that'll end the inning, but not before corruptionz takes that lead on the solo shot.
Yeah, only 1 run there after a little bit of drama. You know, some base runners there. Nice to go the short way, like you said. I think, you know, preventing a throw in that position is a wise move when you know you have the speed to get there.
Going after the changeup low was Keck, but he still gets a nice hit out of it. Way to go down and reach for it. So that's a leadoff knock. Now Jacob Frazier. Quickly ahead, 0-2 is Junkin Trunk, looking for another fastball. Even count now. Jacob Frazier, the shortstop, looking to pile on after the leadoff single, make this a rally. Not going to happen here as it's lifted out to Haggard. It makes the catch, gets it back in.
It's a nice start to the inning. Or after one out there. Let's see with less than 2 outs now if Keck's able to put anything together. Swinging on the first pitch again, though. He lifts it right behind short easily. Ooh, it's dropped.
Dropped. Yeah, dropped. But again, the base running not expecting it, and I guess why would you? So an easy force out at second. No harm, no foul, I guess. But that one ripped up the middle past the diving glove of Saxophone. So the Tackpeas looking to tie the game. They've got a little bit of a rally here, but it is going to be up to the pitcher.
Yeah, really needs a hit here. Maybe a floater or something that sneaks its way into the gap would be really beneficial. He's got okay speed on the base paths.
Looking for that left side, he will get it. It is out to Hagrid, but Keck not going to challenge to the plate, so the bases will be loaded. The lineup flips over, needs one more hit to tie this game. If not, take the lead. Changeup going to miss a bit. Keck patient. 0-1 popped up. Possibly in a tricky spot. Headed foul, though. Quickly 0-2. Now 1-2. Nowhere to put him. 1-2 popped. Frostig on the glove hand side. Catches that soft liner. So the threat is retired. You can see, though, through 1.5 innings, it's 4 hits to 1 in favor of the Tackpeas. That one hit for the Prowlers went 410 feet.
Yeah, that was a big hit there for the Prowlers. That really makes the difference. The Tackpeas are really unable to string anything together off those hits. You know, Keck's really looking to try and find a gap or something going forward. If he can get those runners on base, and that one's sent to center field, that's not coming back either.
That is out of the motor yard, off the top of the batter's eye and onto the street. What a shot off the bat of corruptionz. Not known for his home run abilities, more of a contact, patient guy, gets a lot of singles and doubles. But in this game, it's 2 solo shots, and that's the difference.
Yeah, that power is really working here in the playoffs, and it's making a huge difference for him.
So now Crash and Burn rips that one. That'll find grass. So a couple of solo shots, now a single. The 3 hits on the day for the Prowlers brings up the pitcher. We'll see if corruptionz is thinking bunt. Not sure that's something he typically does.
Yeah, he might pull that out of his pocket to try and get that runner over there. Right now it looks like he's trusting his bat at a 1-1 count.
Rips that one with the pitcher, a hung breaking ball. Brings a 2-2 count and a strikeout of a good fastball located up and in. Just fooled corruptionz a hair to get him whiffing. Mr. Hagrid, who went yard on one of the first pitches of the game. Got a couple pitches to handle there. Couldn't handle them. Hit and run comes. This one going for that left center field gap. It's deep, but it is caught by Gray, so the runner shall return.
Yeah, see the missed throw there, not making a difference, but 11% odds on the low one. Corruption's going to need to get something done with 2 outs now. Not a lot of speed on this catcher, but good hitting stats.
Quickly 0-2 on Savvy Sweets, who reached base, I believe, on the walk in the first inning, was thrown out at second on the force from left field. That one popped up to left field. Keck should have it. Coming in, makes the play with Tim Officer. So that ends the second, but for the second inning in a row, it's a solo shot. Gives the Prowlers a little bit of momentum.
Yeah, he's rolling, but slowly here early. You know, if you're Keck, you want to just try and keep things where you are when you get back on the mound, but a good bit of offense in this third inning would go a long way for him if he can get on the board.
Falling behind there was corruptionz, threatened to throw ball 3, but Keck swung at it. Easy breezy climbing the ladder there. Number 2 hole hitter has the tough out trait now active. Offers it the 2-2, fouls it off. Another 2-2 fastball, fouled off. That one narrowly missing the bag. A 2-2 slow curve now gets Keck way out in front, so softly lined to the first baseman. Frostic, that's the first out.
Yeah, what I'm noticing out of the tack piece is just a ton of soft contact early. Corruptionz really finding those corners, but that one's hit pretty hard. It's carrying. It actually could have the distance to get out of here. But good catch by Little Strong Legs to get it right at the edge of the warning track. Yeah,
just kind of died up there. Off the bat looked, I agree with you. I thought maybe it had a chance to get out. It doesn't. So instead it's a, oh wow, that one ripped off of the knees of young Frostic over there. So that is a single with 2 outs. Tying run to the plate in the form of Airman Bradley Smith. That is 1 for 1 on the day.
Yeah, and you know how quickly things can turn for the tack piece. But Keck not showing much discipline there, jumping at that screwball. That's going to end the inning on the soft grounder.
So corruptionz does a good job of navigating after the 2-out knock. Gets his chance now. 3, 4, and 5 in the order. Some very dangerous hitters. Little Strong Legs looks at one away. Rips that one. Another solid power swing out of corruptionz, but it's right at the center fielder. Corruptionz up 2 games to none in this best of 7 series. Looking to make short work of Kekaiula.
Yeah, he could clinch today if he wins both these games right now. Looking good with a lead in game 3 early.
Was taking all the way on 3-0, didn't like the call. So after a brief pause, he will see a 3-1 pitch. And that curve loops in there.
That's well placed.
Yeah, very well placed. And it activates the whiffer trait. Pitch from Faley is ripped. That one, a missed spot. But it is right at Officer for out number 2.
Yeah, corruptionz just not quite getting on that precisely with the reticle. One he might want to have another hack at. We'll see if Keck makes any more pitching mistakes that have led to, you know, some of those hits like those home runs we saw earlier.
Yeah, young Frostic, dangerous hitter. Not much speed, plenty of power. 2-1 fastball ripped straight through. And now a 2-2. Another 2-strike fastball that isn't in the best spot. Going down to get that one was corruptionz, and it's going to pay off as that falls in front of Gavulik for a 2-out knock.
Yeah, just sort of muscling that low curveball over second base into no man's land where nobody can get it, so that's going to keep things going with 2 outs. It puts the bat in the hands of Kenzie Dalsall, who's a very efficient hitter with some good speed as well.
Now Kenzie Dalsall rips that one. If it finds the gap, Frostic could score even with the low speed. Just now getting to it is Gray, so it'll be an easy RBI for Dalsall. She digs for 3. The throw from Lozano. She is safe. Wow, just narrowly under the tag. The Prowlers lead by 3.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the danger I saw immediately when she stepped into the plate with some stats like that. If Keck leaves one over the plate and, you know, corruptionz able to find a gap, he's going to get 3 bags out of it. Well played. Throw it to home. I mean, he had the out at first either way in the inning.
Yeah, Keck almost certainly forgetting how many outs there were. Went for the risky tag play at home. But in any case, he does get it, so no harm, no foul. He comes back to the plate. Deficit is now 3. Again, the batting ego jumping in both leagues by 3 for the semifinals and World Series. So these two certainly scoring a bit under par for themselves. Chief Dennis Hay with 1 out after the line out has his own line out. So I think the theme here early is Keck just not really going deep in counts.
Yeah, he's just swinging very freely here. Maybe he thinks he's seeing the ball pretty well out of the hand of Junk and Trunk, but the contact is not really translating too well. A lot of it right at the fielder's or pretty soft. I mean, he's hit a few balls hard, but he wants to string something together. I mean, it's the top of the fourth, so there's still plenty of time for that to happen.
Yeah, and one thing as that will end the inning, one thing we did see in game 1 of this series, it was similar. Corruptionz, early runs, Kekaiula struggled to find his stroke, but when he did find it in the 8th and the 9th inning, he really came on strong, tied the game, took the lead before surrendering it in the bottom of the 9th. But it kind of just seemed like he needed a slight warm-up period.
Yeah, perhaps we'll start seeing the ball a little bit better towards the middle innings of this game. You can see his starter starting to tire out now. Corruptionz worked him pretty well, using that plate discipline, getting 3 runs off him. We'll see how long Keck chooses to stick with him.
Gets back in the count with a nice 3-1 pitch. So now a full count pitch. It's a fastball. It is high and away. There's that good eye from Corruptionz, even with the ego increase.
Yeah, and now Corruptionz probably going to leave the pitcher in here, yeah, to go through the order at least one more time, pitching a nice little shutout. And he could get it done with the 30-30-30 stats, especially with her locked in, and that might find grass in the outfield.
A nice diving attempt from Gray. So she does get it done. Corruptionz going back to second. Think maybe he had a chance at 3. But in any case, first 2 have reached for the Prowlers. They already lead by 3. Corruptionz obviously wanting to get a lot more. Dylan Elkin, first out of the pen for the Tacpies. He's into his pen rather early.
Yeah, a lot of danger in Mr. Haggard, so he wants to be careful. And that one's hit hard to left field. That might hit the wall. Ooh, well caught by Officer out there. It was tracked down.
Yeah, another rip off the bat of Mr. Haggard. That one I also thought had a better chance than it did. And it goes as an unproductive out. So 1 down, still 2 aboard. Savvy Sweets probably going to see a healthy diet of low pitches as Keck wants the double play. All three different fastballs featured on this pitcher, and then the screwball. Interesting setup.
Yeah, very, very interesting. All pretty lateral.
Doesn't fool him with the screw there. Runners going. Throw down to second. A strike him out, throw him out, double play. It was a hit and run attempt. Corruptionz just didn't hold up his end of the bargain at the plate. He swung and missed.
Yeah, maybe the ego playing its part there. It's tough to reach on some of those high pitches. But it's huge for the Tacpies. It's big strike him out, throw him out. Now maybe if you can jump into this after hitting that changeup hard, little strong legs though. Ton of speed, tracks it down. Yeah, Keck needs to jump into this game somehow.
Yeah, it looked like he had a good swing there. Now swinging at another. These are very quick at bats. This is playing right into the game plan of Corruptionz, who's just cruising with his pitcher. Only 49 pitches. See if he takes one here just for the sake of it. Wow, a red fastball right down Broadway. Maybe the ego bump playing its part there.
Yeah, maybe caught him a little off guard. I mean, he's perhaps realized he's swinging a little too many pitches, but that one sneaks fair. Could be 2 bases. He's going to stretch it. He's in there safely.
Yeah, that one just sneaks down the line over the bag. Diving attempt was fruitless. So it's a 2-out double. Tacpies, like you said, need to start doing something here at the plate. This is a chance. Popped up, though, by Officer. So Corruptionz should escape the jam again. He does. Dawsaw hauls it in. We are through 4.5 here. We're going to the bottom of the 5th. It's the Prowlers by 3, looking to add on.
Yeah, even on hits are these teams, just the Prowlers with the much bigger home runs. That one headed for the gap, snatched by Frazier at shortstop on 1 pitch. So big 1 pitch, 1 out for Dylan Elkin and Kekaiula.
Ripping that one again is Corruptionz. This time it will fall in front of the center fielder. So 1 aboard, plenty of speed over there too. That'll bring up Frostic, who has not been retired today. Rips that one. Center field. Did he get under it? Track. While leaping, caught by Gray. That keeps the Tacpies in the game. What a catch indeed.
I thought for a second that one was not going to get out. And then it just was carrying. At the last split second, I was like, oh my goodness, it's going to get over the wall. And he jumped and caught it. I didn't think he had a chance at all.
Yeah, just leaping up, making the catch of the game so far. Has another opportunity here to catch the third out, and he does. So what an inning there for Kekaiula. Looked like the score was going to change. Instead, fantastic play in center field. Now 4, 5, and 6. Middle of the order.
Yeah, he's got to get a lot of credit for keeping the game as close as he has, despite the runs given up. It's just the offense now for the tack piece that's got to hold up their end of this bargain.
Well, it's Junk and Trunk throwing a gem here, looking for more. This is the screwball pitcher here. And that one lifted out to Hagrid, caught below the waist. So an effective screwball there from Junk and Trunk. Now 1 down.
Yeah, well pitched so far in this game. You can see she's got a 0 ERA through the playoffs so far in any game she's pitched. And quick 2 outs here in this top of the 6th at home.
Quickly 2 down. Keck just I think a hair too many swings on the first pitch. So now a 1-1 slider going to come in here. It does fool Keck a little bit, jams him, but it is foul. 1-2, checked his swing, but it's in there. Caught him looking. That's a big strikeout for Corruptionz.
Yeah, Takpies remains scoreless. This is really good on the pitching side of the ball for the Prowlers. Even if he's not scoring a ton of runs, he's just helping himself a lot by keeping the other team out of the ball game. And now his offense can just keep working through these later innings and maybe try and add on to the 3-0 lead.
Yep, has a couple solo shots in the game, but looking for more, I would think. But way ahead in the count is Easy Breezy. Elkin falling behind does deliver a strike. Corruptionz thought he had ball 4. It was close.
Yeah, and Keck trying to stay alive here in this series. He's got to do anything he can to keep this at 3-0 and give his offense a chance to jump into it somehow. That's well stroked up the middle by Corruptionz, though. Starts off the inning with a nice single.
That looked like a screwball that Keck tried to put middle in. Instead, it was a bit out over the plate, so no problem for Corruptionz. Now, getting way ahead is Elkin on Crash and Burn. Corruptionz with a defensive swing, trying to go up the middle, but it is caught. And back to first for the double play. Corruptionz thought that was bouncing.
Yeah, nice gift of a double play there. Corruptionz for sure definitely thought that was bouncing. But good speed, you know. Sometimes a little bit of speed can make the difference for that coverage. And he gets it done, able to get a big 2 outs.
So now 2-1 on the pitcher in Trunk. Looking for a punch out here after the double play. Just misses.
It counts full, so he's got to make his pitch here. Ooh, right down the middle. Lifted easily for center field, though.
That looked like the exact same pitch that occurred on the leadoff single of that inning, ripped up the middle. But instead, the contact swing not paying off for Junk and Trunk. It's the 3rd out. We're into the late part of the game here, top of the 7th. Takpies got to start putting something on the board.
Yeah, 9 outs to work with in game 3. I mean, there's always a chance, you know, if they don't take this one, that game 4 could be a game they jump back into the series with, but the chances are bleak. We saw stranger things, though, in this playoffs already.
That one ripped out to left field, one of the better swings on the day for for Kekaiula. Gets him the leadoff knock. Bottom part of the order looking to do something here. Swinging first pitch again is Keck. Swinging on that one, caught by Frostic, goes back to the bag, and just like that, the momentum erased. It's a double play.
Yeah, Keck hits a stinger, but then that one turns into a stinger. You know, it's not going to feel really good when you give up a double play like that with your offense.
So Junk and Trunk looking to get through 7 clean. Keck sticking with Elkin. Did have to go to his pen early, so understandable that he would want to get some extra length.
Yeah, maybe just one more inning out of this reliever.
A big strikeout there. Fastball inside, tied him up. Top of the order coming up for the Prowlers. Elkin, like we said, still out there. Perhaps Keck just not confident that he could rip something with one of his pinch hitters. Does have the locked-in mojo on Elkin.
Yeah, the pitch count's high, so he's going to start deteriorating rather fast despite the mojo either way. You can see the velocity dipping on every throw.
Yeah, gonna need quick outs if Elkin is to finish the 7th. That one inside. 3-1, crushed by Hagrid. Maybe just got a hair under it, but still on the run as the center fielder. Makes the catch out there, does Gray. So that is the first out.
Yeah, well played out there in center field with his center fielder by Keck. A lot of danger in Savvy Sweets, though. He's got to make his pitch. That diminished velocity has got to be really dangerous, especially if he leaves one over the plate.
Yeah, and especially with not having a curve, a slider, or a changeup. 3 fastballs. Need the velocity up for those to work, especially against such a good hitter like corruptionz. Full count now. That one may have been a tick outside, but still, you know, needing to defend the plate there was corruptionz, so he gets it over to the shortstop for the second out.
Yeah, well done by Keck's defense, just staying clean, making all the short plays. It's really not been a poorly played game by him at all, especially in the field. Those 2 solo home runs, you know, balls you're not going to catch. And otherwise a very big gapper. Get a triple out of it too that corruptionz had, so. Few mistakes, making a lot of the difference.
3-1 here to strong legs, up and in. He's trying to get it into that right center field gap. He may have it. No, picking it up seemingly off the ground there was the center fielder Gray. He will come to bat now, leading off this top of the 8th. It's crunch time now for the Tackbees.
6 outs to work with. The lineup's turned over. It's only a 3-run deficit, so maybe, you know, a couple of bloops and a blast or something out of the bats of this Tackbees offense could really make it happen.
Major David Gray going to look to start things off. Does take a few pitches, so 3-1 count. I'm sorry, a 2-1 count. That one dribbled up the middle. Saxophone, no problem. Leadoff hitter is retired.
And there's some more of that soft contact. It's been very favorable for corruptionz all game, even though his starter's starting to tire out now. Still getting it on a lot of these junk pitches.
Yeah, just getting Keck way out in front on some of these, and early in counts. So only 78 pitches here with 2 outs in the 8th. Locked in, junk and trunk. What a masterpiece we've seen from her today. Popped up on the slider. Saxophone. Cannot make the play. Didn't get to the spot, so it bounces in. That gives Keck another chance here in the 8th.
Yeah, now you don't want to make a very bad mistake pitch if you're corruptionz. Ooh, that one, very early swing by Keck. But, you know, one swing could put the Tackbees 1 run behind, but that one's lifted to right and should be handled by Dulce also. No extra on the chance from Keck there.
Corruptionz picks himself up with the catch in right field after the missed catch at shortstop. Could have been a disaster. Instead, he stands 3 defensive outs away from a commanding 3-0 lead in this best of 7.
Another call to the pen from the Tackbees here.
Yeah, it will be Murica Freedom inducing a pop out. Looked like a pitch for corruptionz to handle, just couldn't quite get to it. Prowlers looking for insurance. They did blow the save in game 1. Game 2, different story, better pitching. That one ripped. That will find the gap all the way out to left center field. Gray just now getting to it. Not much speed at all on Frostic, so but it is a double in there safely. Prowlers, that nice potential 4th run sitting out there.
Yeah, some insurance for sure with 1 out and a big double. That ball was absolutely hammered right down the pipe. Just a bad pitch. You got to imagine Keck missed that one. He's going to want to stay clean on the placement now.
That one ripped out to center field, but didn't quite get enough of it, so Gray has no problem. Tagging is Frostic. Like I said, not much speed, but he is in there by a step. Aggressive base running.
Yeah, aggressive indeed. Now he's got the runner at third, 90 feet away. He still needs a hit with Easy Breezy, the 7-hole hitter, to get it done.
Quickly behind 0-2. The good news for corruptionz, because of the tag, he can score on a single, whereas he probably couldn't have before. With all that, that looks like 30 speed to me, if not close. Merc of Freedom. Yeah, very good take on the 2-seam inside, then the cutter a bit too far outside. That one ripped. It will find grass. It will score Frosting from third. It is 4-0 Prowlers. Another double here.
Yeah, using some good speed and some good contact, just hitting it where it was pitched, not trying to do too much with it was corruptionz. Now he's got himself the extra run. His 8-hole hitter as well. It's got some decent stats. He could make some noise here. So Kek's going to want to find a way to get this third out.
Yeah, always a chance for both of these guys in any inning to explode and erase a deficit. Got to keep it where it is, though, if you're Kek. In danger of walking the 8-hole hitter. That one popped up center field. Gray comes in, makes the play. So that'll end the inning. The Prowlers do tack on, scoring for the first time since the third. Here we go, 3 outs to go for the Prowlers.
Yeah, we saw some late inning magic out of Kek in game 1. Let's see now if he can call upon something similar. But he's going to want to use some plate discipline. He hasn't been hunting his pitch as well, you know, stuff to hit. But corruptionz also been living on the edge of the zone, not making very many mistakes.
Airman Bradley Smith, first batter here, behind 0-2, swinging screwball, deflected by Junkin Trunk, out to saxophone and on to first, so that is an out. That's a ball I thought maybe was going to get up the middle.
Yeah, I thought so too. That was well played by the defense of the Prowlers and corruptionz. So now, 2 more chances for Kekaiula.
That one diving attempt by the second baseman doesn't come up with it, so it's a 1-out knock, just what Kek needed to possibly spark a rally before it's too late. corruptionz still gunning for the complete game shutout. That one ripped a saxophone. Could be a game-ending double play. Crash and burn to first. The Prowlers are 1 win away from a trip to the Season 9 AAA World Series.
Yeah, that is absolutely huge. Congratulations to corruptionz for getting that big win. You just not a lot of offense out of Kek in this one, and so just timely hitting from the Prowlers offense, you know, getting a late insurance run and some two big homers early, getting it done.
Yeah, the power swings paying off there for corruptionz. The improved pitching of the Prowlers paying off there for corruptionz. It's something he mentioned after Season 8, a season in which he also made the semifinals but came up a bit short, losing to the eventual champion, Jam Paladin. He said he wanted to work on his pitching, so he did, and paid off in a big way. Really improved in many, if not all, statistical categories. In the AAA, the XBL AAA, made himself the 1 seed, now finds himself a win away from a chance at glory in the AAA World Series. So we'll see what happens going in to Game 4. It will be at Founders Field. We'll have the call for you in just a few moments. Game 4, Founders Field, the site here, home of the TACPs. It was corruptionz, of course, winning on the road last time we were here. And if corruptionz can do it one more time, he will be a finalist. He will be in that AAA World Series. He will await the winner. If we get to that point, he would await the winner between Phillies Rock and Pizza Volcano, who are in a great series. They're all tied at 2.
Y'all tied at 2, ready for some games on Friday night as well. So just non-stop baseball. The semifinals have been rolling for almost a week straight now. It's been some really, really good stuff.
Really good stuff indeed. That series has been very back and forth. A lot of clutch moments from both players. A couple of sluggers. We got a couple of sluggers here, but that was a 3-1 or a 3-0 ball game. We'll see what happens here in Game 4. Maybe one or both of these guys will find maybe a bit more out of their swings as they get used to it here. In any case, Sergeant Andre Berkeley going to get the start here in Game 4. Mr. Hagrid led off Game 3 with a solo shot. We'll see what happens here.
Yeah, the screwball pitcher for Keck getting the nod in this one. He's going to want to start off clean. We remember last game in the bottom of the first inning, corruptionz, when he got his leadoff hitter, Mr. Haggard, up, started things off with a big home run, putting a stamp on the game and setting the tone very much early.
Quickly ahead, 1-2 on Hagrid. Like you said, looking for that better start. Loops the curve in there. I can't believe it. That was a perfect curve.
Yeah, I thought that was way high, but it must have clipped the zone right on the edge. Well placed from Keck. And if he can put stuff there all day, he could find himself back in this series, quicker than he thinks.
Throws a similar pitch to Sweets, so corruptionz offers at it, loops it down the line, and the poor defense from Gavlik is going to let the slow runner get in there with a double. That's big for corruptionz, looking to start hot.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a huge one-out double. Not a ton of speed, like we've said a few times. In certain spots in this order, the speed is not well spread for this Prowlers offense, but we'll see how that ties into things here with that big one-out double. That one's going to find the gap in left center field. That's going to score no matter what. You can see the offense working now for the Prowlers.
Yeah, Prowlers waste no time even after that great strikeout. They lead 1-0 on the rip. The double from team leader Lil Stronglegs, now Saxophone, with the RBI man trait. One of the more expensive offensive traits, as per XBL rules, that is. Also has the whiffer, so we'll see both in action here on the 1-2 from Berkeley. Runner going. That one takes a weird hop, but it's right into the glove of Lozano. Runner gets to third easily. Young Frostic now with 2 down, looking to make it a 2-run inning, at least.
Yeah, corruptionz more than capable of finding himself a little single or more, finding the gap again. So Keck's going to want to be mindful of where he leaves this one. You can see he's got pretty much 3 different kinds of breaking balls to work with, along with the four seam and the changeup. A lot of choices. It's just going to be about how he sequences and where he places them.
Yeah, just needing a couple moments here is Keck. Looks like should be ready to go. Pitch from Berkeley is in there. One already in here in the top of the first for the Prowlers, looking to send themselves to the World Series. A lot of runway left for the TACPs. Berkeley, the 2-2, gets him swinging, so that'll end the inning. It's just the 1 run allowed on the back-to-back doubles. corruptionz now to the mound with Lucien Mahir, the number 4 starter. Major David Gray, or is it Davfid? I'm not sure if that's a typo.
I don't know either. I just noticed the F in there.
Yeah. So the center fielder, Gray, rips that one. Caught by Dossal. That is the power alley out here. That's where you want to swing it hard if you can. But in any case, it is an out on the liner. Sergeant Josh Gavlik Even count. This is the forkball pitcher, it looks like, for the Prowlers. We'll see how much he uses it. He's going to get 2 quick outs here as Strong Legs camps under that. So the theme from game 1, early here, it's continuing. Quick outs. Quick, easy outs, too.
Yeah, not a lot of fight so far from the TACP's offense. He's going to want to find a way to get on the board any way possible at this point. I think he's just going through a big offensive drought, not a lot of patience. I thought he was seeing the ball a little bit differently out of the hand of Junk and Trunk, but maybe this is just a trend with Keck and his offense right now.
There's a good forkball. Gets the count swung far in favor of Mahir. Now a 1-2 curve, crushed, but right at Saxophone. Didn't quite get enough launch angle on it. So that's a quick 1-2-3 inning for Mahir and the Prowlers. Kenzie Dossal now going to lead off this inning.
Yep, good clean start from corruptionz. Getting things done. Gonna want to just add on to this lead, and maybe he will find himself with that World Series berth today. Who knows?
Rips it up the middle. That will give Dossal a leadoff single. And yeah, like you said, corruptionz big chance. If he can keep up the solid hitting, the solid pitching, he should be on his way to a World Series, his first ever trip to that World Series.
Yeah, and to note, the playoffs so far have not seen a sweep in any of the other respective semifinals between the AAA and the XBL themselves. The XBL AA, I believe, had a couple sweeps in there, but the AAA and the XBL top tier have not seen a sweep in either of the semifinals, besides possibly in this one.
You love to see it in the late rounds, as that is going to be a double play. corruptionz hitting and running there. This time he didn't whiff, but he did line it right to the second baseman. So that'll bring up Crash and Burn, 8-hole hitter, nobody aboard.
Yeah, second time we've seen corruptionz hung out to dry on a double play like that over at second base, but this one a little bit different, a bit of a harder hit ball, and the hit and run involved as well.
Swinging through that one, and Burn needs a second before finding another here. The 3-2 swing and a miss. That was a great fastball, painted low and in. I think it would have been called a strike either way. So the TACPs get out of it, the double play and the strikeout.
Yeah, a couple late offers on that count from corruptionz. Going to want to clean that swing up going forward. The fastball working well, at least to end that inning for Kekaiula. But swinging at the first pitch, nicely placed low changeup from corruptionz. Has an easy out.
Yeah, the patience just not there. I'm not certain if he's just seeing these as better pitches than they are. Very free swinger in these couple of games. I'm certain it's also the ego jump. It's just not what he's used to. corruptionz hitting good spots as well. Gonna go with a power fastball up and in. It's inside. 2-2 to Smith, misses. So here's a better at bat here. 3-2. See what corruptionz does. Curveball. Gets him swinging. That was ball 4. Instead, 2 down.
Yeah, unable to exhibit the patience to work a walk there is Keck. Nice job from corruptionz, getting him to swing at that low and slow. Keeping it away from him pretty good. That's what's working a lot of this contact. That's been soft from Kekaiula's bat.
Yeah, went away on the first pitch. Went inside there. Both missed. So Jacob Frazier in the driver's seat. Pitch from Mahir, ripped. That one's over the head of Frostic, so that's a 2-out knock. It does kind of seem that when we have seen Kekaiula show the good eye, show the good bat, it's kind of been with 2 outs and not with enough time, really.
Yeah, he's got to shorten up maybe earlier in these innings and work the count a little bit better, as that is an expertly placed forkball by corruptionz. That one's hit hard, though, over the head of the third baseman, so a couple hits strung together with 2 outs for the TACPs.
Yeah, looking for one more or something in the gap. It'll be Lozano, 8-hole hitter. corruptionz certainly knows he has the pitcher on deck, does deliver a strike. Runners at first and second here. That one misses quite a bit. Keck misses even more on the swing. Dangerous pitch there. That one blows him away, so the jam is avoided there by corruptionz. He gets out of it. That was a great fastball.
Really was a good sequence just to keep Keck off balance. You can see his bat just not able to catch up once again to the heater there. Well placed. And the Lobsters really biting the tack piece today. This is their final chance in this game 4, perhaps, if they can't do it.
Couple of pitches there to the pitcher before corruptionz flies out to Gavlik. Sets the lineup, or resets the lineup rather. Mr. Hagrid, nobody aboard.
Still looks all right for the tack piece at a 1-0 score. It's been well pitched at 36 pitches from Andrew Berkeley, but the leadoff hitter Hagrid, lifted it for Officer, which was well tracked. Good catch.
Yeah, I thought that one had gap written all over it. Just kind of tailed to the left, where the left fielder easily made the play. Now Savvy Sweets has the power versus lefty trait active here. Pitch from Berkeley, the 41st, ripped over the head of the second baseman into that right center field gap. But here at Founders, it's not your traditional gap. It doesn't find the wall anyway. It is cut off by the center fielder, so that would be a single. Strong legs with a chance.
Yeah, she doesn't have a lot of speed, so she's gonna hang out at first base, waiting for something big to come across, and another single there will stack up on the bases now, first and second.
Yeah, corruptionz with a good rhythm in these last couple of batters. We'll see if Keck maybe throws something out of the zone to disrupt the rhythm here. Nope, up the middle. Good rip by corruptionz, but like you said, not much speed at all on Savvy Sweets. So it's just station to station for now. Needs young Frostic to come through if he wants a better lead here.
Yeah, needs a hit with 2 outs, so he's going to want to hunt for a strike. He's got a great eye. Keck can't make a mistake at all. Ooh, good fastball low, well placed.
1-1. Ripped left field. Does it fall? It does not. A diving stop by Tim Officer keeps this game close. That's a big moment for Keck as he comes back up to the plate.
Yeah, absolutely. That keeps it still 1-0, and only one swing of the bat could make a huge difference for the tack piece now, as opposed to what could have been, maybe 1 or 2 runs off a potential single that he stole away.
First pitch swinging with the pitcher, pops it up, strong legs, calls everybody off, makes the catch. Quickly 1 down. Pitcher Mahir making quick work so far, just like Junkin Trunk did with the complete game shutout in game 3. On the second pitch of the at-bat, this one has popped up. Chance for another quick inning. Josh Gavlik, the batter. The 1-0 is a changeup, ripped up the middle, so it will not be a 1-2-3 inning, but there it is again, another 2-out hit for Kekaiula.
Yeah, let's see if he can get something going. He's got to find a gap, and he's got a great hitter in Tim Officer at the plate. But if he doesn't use any, plate discipline here, if the patience is not well worked, he might find himself, another quick inning with a lobster.
Ahead in the count, though, is Officer. Does not offer at the close cutter. So now a 3-1 forkball popped up. Left field, not much foul territory. Hagrid has his spot, makes the catch over his head. That'll end the inning. That forkball I thought it had crushed written all over it. Looks like it just missed it.
Yeah, Keck's just going to want that one back for sure, and that was really not placed very well by corruptionz. And Hagrid with just enough foul territory. You can see not a ton over there in left field in Founders to get that catch, and I thought it was going to tail into the seats perhaps.
That one softly hit up the middle, so corruptionz with the leadoff knock. Looking to avoid a double play here. It's bitten him a couple times. Easy breezy. 7-hole hitter. Looking to drive in Dawsall. Instead, it will be station to station. Couple rips up the middle. Prowlers looking to score here when they couldn't last inning.
Yeah, and some danger brewing with no outs especially. You can see the starters still in for the tack peas at 51 pitches.
Yeah, a better and more economical start here for this pitcher than we saw from Keck in game 3. Falling behind though here on Crash and Burn. That one's ripped. Center field. Back is Gray. Deepest part of the park. Makes a diving catch over his head.
What a
Wow,
catch.
indeed. That was an absolute web gem. Honestly, I thought he had the catch without leaving his feet, but I guess I'm proven wrong. He makes a spectacular catch for the first out.
That was indeed spectacular. That, could be game-saving if Keck finds a way out of this inning somehow unscathed.
Has to pitch to Lucien Mahir. Corruptionz trying to have some kind of a productive out with his pitcher. Or reach base, obviously. But that one ripped. Second baseman. Lasano flips it back, but getting back easily was Docile. Gives Hagrid a chance. Corruptionz fortunate he didn't hit that one on the ground. This was a very promising inning. First two reached with hard hit singles before the amazing diving catch in center. There's a great diving catch by Smith. Flips it to Berkeley. So Keck does get out of it. He has pitched very well today, just not quite finding it at the plate to match the scoreboard.
Yeah, the offense not existent for the TACPs, but really well pitched games. Only giving up 4 runs in game 3, right? And now, only the 1 here so far in game 4, and getting out of a huge jam there as well. He's showing the ability to stay in this, as that one's driven to left field. Hagrid, though, had the space to get it out or catch it for out number 1.
Yeah, it just seems like every time Keck has threatened to go yard, it just doesn't quite have the legs. Now locked in is Mahir. 3 hits surrendered through 3 1/3. First baseman Bradley Smith fouls that cutter off. The 2-1 in there. Great pitch from Corruptionz. And now a 2-2 fastball blows him away. That up and away heater, the power pitch, that's been a good strikeout pitch today for Corruptionz.
Yeah, it really has. Keck just can't quite reach it. It's a little bit, out of the zone where his back can get to it, and it's been beneficial for him all day. In addition to a lot of that soft contact, he's been getting low in the zone on the off speed.
0-1 just misses, so 1-1. Pitching carefully is Corruptionz. 2-1 fastball popped up. Deep right field. Or right center, rather. Docile makes the catch. So 3 up, 3 down for Lucien Mahir. Corruptionz keeps dealing. We'll see if he puts together another rally here. We'll see how Kekaula pitches.
Yeah, he's going to have to keep it tight once again. The offense failing him in 4 innings into this one so far. In this semifinal game 4, so he's just got to keep it going with Andre Berkeley. No one to call to the pen as well, Even though the game's tight, he could need the fresh arm earlier than you might think.
Yeah, went to the pen after 3 completed innings, I believe, from his starter in game 3. Getting a bit more length here. That one ripped into the glove of Lozano, who reaches up a bit. Otherwise, that was headed to the wall for strong legs. Instead, it's Saxophone with 2 down. Stats starting to diminish. That one ripped out to right field. Plenty of speed, so the 9-3 not going to happen.
There's a couple hitters in this lineup that it could happen with, I would think, for sure, especially in this park.
I was just going to say, it kind of feels like Founders is the place to do it. Founders or Swagger. The shallow right field wall. But it is a 2-out knock. Great curve loops in there. And then reaching was Corruptionz on 1 and 2, so he grounds it over to the hot corner. Fires it onto first. That takes us to the bottom of the 5th. We're about halfway through the game. No scoring changes since the top of the 1st.
Yeah, really, really tight game. I was just looking at that 1-0 here. This is a big pitcher's duel, perhaps, on our hands, as these two just can't seem to find another... Whoa, that one picked off the ground by the third baseman.
Yeah.
I thought for sure he had to make the throw to first.
Yeah, getting his glove down just in time was the third baseman for the first out. Kekaiula responds with a 1-out knock. We've been saying it kind of seems like he's only getting his hits with 2 outs, so there's a very welcome 1-out hit.
You'd think this is the time to pinch hit, yeah.
You would think this would be a good time. Now stealing and caught on the bases is Keck. He's out.
Oh, he's got to be kicking himself now. That is a tough decision to make with, you know, one of your first base runners in a while that's reached the bags without, you know, 2 outs. Now he's going to hit with his pitcher. He strokes it well to left center field. I don't know how strongly he's going to catch it. Ooh, good speed. Gets him there.
Yeah, and if that had fallen, that probably would have hurt Keck even more, honestly, after getting picked off there. So leaving in the pitcher, we'll see how it pays off. He's still in there, 74 pitches, top of the 6th. Pitching to Dawsall, dangerous hitter. That one ripped through the right side, a leadoff single. Again, tries the 9-3, but just not the right hitter for it. Stats really starting to diminish.
Yeah, he's just letting Berkeley ride. 77 pitches, and that one is crushed to right center field, and that's not coming back. See you later.
It hits that short porch over there in right center field and founders the famous little divot there in the dimensions. That makes it a 3-0 ball game. Corruptionz. He's cruising right now. He wants that World Series berth.
Yeah, we're getting into the later innings of this one now. At the top of the 6th, you can see no outs still on the board. We will see the call to the pen now, Chief Chris Kyle. But Corruptionz, yeah, hungry for the World Series berth. 1 win away, and he's got a big 3-0 lead in the 6th.
The right-handed specialist for the Tackbees out now. 4-seam cutter changeup. Very similar, I believe identical to the arsenal of pitcher we saw a lot of last night, Linzasaurus of Couch Potato Nation. Also a specialist. So now pitching to Mahir. Corruption's going to leave him in, and why not? He's cruising. That one hit out to the second baseman. Easy play.
You can see back-to-back shutouts perhaps from this Prowler's offense, right? If things go his way.
Yeah, Junk and Trunk throwing a complete game shutout
Or
in
defense,
game 3.
excuse me, yeah.
So now Mr. Hagrid, power trade active versus the righty Kyle. Swinging through the fastball just a bit late was Corruptionz, but he rips that one almost identical spot. That is not caught. It is gone. Left center field off the bat. I thought that was destined for the track. Instead, it gets out of here. Prowlers keep rolling.
Yeah, that one was hit on a line, just carrying. And well done from Corruptionz. I had a feeling I could see something in his swing timing that was really, he was just ready to rip one, and there it was, second home run of the inning.
This will be a bit of a heat check there on the next pitch, so that's a quick 3rd out. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Top of the order for the Tackpees. We've said it feels like a million times, but it is really time for Keck to do something here. Otherwise, he's looking at a shortened season.
Yeah, he can't go scoreless to finish this one out. It's going to be very tough for this Tackpee offense if that's the case. You know, he's hitting some balls well, and he's getting some runners on base, so if it's just a lot of tough luck and some bad discipline at the plate that's not able to string anything together as far as runs.
So pitching high fastball there, not getting him to chase was Mahir. David Gray looking to start this inning off hot after surrendering 3 runs in that last inning. Count runs full. Gonna go back to the up and in pitch, it looks like, or possibly down and in. Taking his time. Delivers 3-2. Ripped. Right center field towards that short porch. Dawsall leaps. Cannot make the play. It is off the wall. There's an extra base hit for Kekaiula. I honestly can't remember the last time I said that.
Yeah, first one in a while. If not the first one all day, if we'd have been keeping better track, we might know offhand. But either way, that's huge to start this off. And there he goes swinging on the first pitch. He lifts it to Dawsall easily. Let's see if he tags up, though. He might have an opportunity to do it with the speed.
He tried it for a second. The throw just too good. Kenzie Dawsall out there is locked in. So the arm even better than it would have been. So an unproductive out. Swinging first pitch, like you said. Swinging first pitch again, but this time it'll pay off. This is another extra base hit. The Tackpees score their first run of today here in Game 4. They're on the board.
Yeah, he actually does hold up at first there with a single, though, as that one got to the wall in a hurry. And another good throw from Dawsall keeps the Tackpees from getting extra bases back-to-back. or 2 extra base hits in this inning. But now he's on the board. That might get him off the schneid a little bit. Let's see.
Very well placed fastball there from Corruptionz. Puts him in the driver's seat. Pitch coming to Mahir. Ripped left field. Takpies. They look like they have woken up.
Yeah, it's starting to get some good timing, and there's a lot of time left in this game here. Bottom of the 6th inning, and less than 2 outs. So, Airman Bradley Smith with good power is going to be looking for another, mistake from Corruptionz. Swinging on the first pitch. Ooh, well-timed dive from Frosty. He goes to second. Ooh, oh my. Ooh.
Oh, almost
If he
an
pulled that
insane
off,
double play.
I didn't have enough breath in my body to call that one. That was insane.
That would have been one of the better double plays you'll ever see in the XBL. This one, chance to get out of the inning, diving stop and burn onto first, so he does limit the damage. Big props to the Prowlers there, but the Takpies do get on the board. It's 4-1.
Yeah, that's good to get him going here. Maybe in these later innings now the Takpies could find a bit of a rally, but he's going to have to continue to pitch well. Last inning we saw Corruptionz put up some runs. The power showing itself again in this game 4, and you don't want more of that if you're on the Takpies.
The lead now 3. Corruptionz obviously going to be looking to get it back and more. Get the run back. Walk prone activates on Kyle. That one right down Broadway. 3-2 pitch coming to Strong Legs. Dangerous hitter. Power swingy there was Corruptionz. He was just a bit late pulling the trigger. So it is a strikeout.
Yeah, big strikeout there for the Takpies. You can see his reliever getting a little bit tired now, the specialist at 19 pitches. So he's going to want to be good with his placement, maybe find a way to get some quick outs here, get his team to the bottom of the 7th inning.
Diving stop, Lozano in the hole, makes a nice play there. 2 down. Now Frostic, who had that crazy dive at first base. Fastball just starting to lose a bit of velo here. Out of the hand of Kyle. That one ripped, but right at Frazier. So it's a 1-2-3 inning. A good shutdown inning for the Takpies, looking to keep scoring here.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want if you're Keck. Now go back out and do what you did last inning, able to get a run on the board. Maybe now you could find some more. I think we are going to see Lucien Mahir possibly be lifted. We're going to see a relief appearance from Mick Specialist out of the pen.
Yeah, so no back-to-back complete games. No need for it, though. The more important prize, of course, is a trip to the World Series. A victory here would send Corruptionz there. Strong Legs. Range is over, should have this one. That's going to be the first out. Kekaiula, of course, looking to make his season longer by at least another day. That one ripped in the hole. That's a 1-out knock.
Watch out. Ooh, good enough speed on the runner going to first. Prevents the 9-3, but you said it before, if you're going to get it done anywhere, Founders might be the place with a good arm in right field.
That one, maybe a bit of an early dive from Saxophone. May not have been playable at all. Hard to tell. But in any case, that's back-to-back singles. As Hagrid stares in. Major David Gray now the top of the order. Was that the reliever? No. Oh, he went to the bench, I believe.
Yeah, quick pinch hit appearance, and then swinging at the first pitch again, I believe, was Kekaiula. And so he's got 2 on with less than 2 outs. Corruptionz behind in the count now early to his leadoff hitter, Major David Gray.
Yeah, that's the tying run at the plate, and he rips it up the middle. Strong Legs gets it back in. Keck not going to challenge to the plate. Bases loaded. This is the opportunity Keck has been missing. See if he can convert it. Tying run at first.
Yeah,
Go ahead run at the plate.
This is the time to get the big hit.
There's a big hit there. That is down and into left center field. 1 scores, 2 scores. This will clear the bases. The Takpies have tied the game on an RBI triple. They're still alive.
Wow, and now he has a chance to take a lead with less than 2 outs. His number 3 hole hitter and Tim Officer at the plate and a runner 90 feet away. Let's see if he swings at the first pitch. Yeah, he does. Just fouls it straight back. He just missed that cutter.
Corruptionz playing that infield back. We'll see if it burns him here. K-Man activates for the first time from Mixed Specialist. The 0-2 to the left side. Diving stop, but unable to corral it is the third baseman. That would have scored the run anyway, I think. In any case, the TACPs take the lead here late in the game.
Back against the wall here in game 4 and late in the 7th inning. Keck is showing a lot of grit to take the lead right now. He is not done with this series yet. Like you said, he wants to play baseball another day.
Pitching to Achman now. Mixed Specialist has not done his job. He's come in here and gotten blown up for 4 runs. That one popped up. Could be the second out.
He's way
Keck
off at
forgot.
first.
Keck forgot how many outs there were. I think Corruptionz did too.
Maybe he just didn't notice the runner. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think he had him dead to rights at first. Instead, he's going to have to make a couple more pitches at least. Keck getting bailed out on the bad base running. 1-1 popped up, so it's not going to hurt Corruptionz here. Instead, it's the third out. But what an inning from the TACPs. They take a 1-run lead late in this one.
Yeah, now he's on to Dylan Elkin, making a relief appearance out of the bullpen. We've seen him already in this series. He's going to want to get it done. Now he's 6 outs away from a big win in the semifinals. So let's see if he can get it done. I don't know that the Prowlers offense, dangerous as always, can make this happen in one hit, one swing.
Dassal going to the contact swing there. Not the worst decision, as she did rip it, but it was right at the center fielder. So that's the first out. Prowlers playing from behind here. First time today. Honestly, probably the first time since the bottom of the 9th in game 1. No, I'm sorry. I believe he did trail about halfway through game 2. As that one is ripped, but also right at Gray. There's 2 down.
Yeah, a couple quick beneficial outs for Dylan Elkin. He's got a lot of velo and a decent pitch selection. We were talking about it before, but it seems to have benefited him, at least so far, in games 3 and 4. Moving everything laterally with the fastballs and the screwball.
Crash and burn looking for a hit here. He's going to get it, as it's slightly misplayed, I guess, by Frazier. It kind of bounces off of him. That'll bring up the pitcher spot. Corruptionz, yeah, okay, he almost surrendered a possible strike there. He is going to go to the bench.
Yeah, when doinked off his poor noggin out there at shortstop, and I don't know, man. You worry when that happens. You don't want that to be the reason why you give a hitter like Corruptionz a second chance in an inning like this.
Yeah, it will be the pinch hitter, Rusty Corker. Go ahead, run. Certainly thinking about driving something to that short porch. But he goes after the high and away fastball, pops it up, and Kekaiula gets out of it after the misplay. So he stands 3 outs away from staying alive in the series. You were talking earlier about how we hadn't had any sweeps in the late rounds, and that we were headed towards it here. Kekaiula 3 outs away from making that not happen.
Yeah, and if you're a fan of the parity in the XBL across all the leagues, you love to see it as Keck swinging at the third pitch there in an 0-2 count, lifts it to right field for out number 1. But yeah, you love to see it. It's great baseball. Anyone really feels like they could win in any of these semifinals when they take the field.
So Mr. Hagrid going to catch another one here. That is the second out. Corruptionz pitching with Dirty McDowell, just looking to keep it a 1-run game. 1 run, certainly nothing. I don't think that would scare Corruptionz too much. Competitive player here in the XBL AAA, looking for a comeback in the 9th to send himself to the World Series. If not, these two will schedule for games 5, 6, and 7 at some point. Easy breezy has this one. That'll end the inning. So, top of the 9th, here we come. Top of the order for the Prowlers. Some dangerous hitters.
Yeah, 1, 2, and 3, and this could change very easily in one swing of the bat, so Keck has to be efficient. Corruption's going to want to use all his plate discipline right now to try and tie this one. Here we go.
Mr. Hagrid ahead in the count. Couple good takes. Like you said, he's going to... I would expect him to probably find an extra gear with his plate discipline. It's going to be very focused here. And right on cue, he's ahead 3-1. Swinging late was Hagrid. The 3-2. It misses. The tying run is aboard. Plenty of speed. And you can see Kekaiula kind of tips his cap there.
Yeah, for sure. Well taken by corruptionz to get the leadoff runner on, and the danger begins now for Keck in the 9th inning.
See Keck maybe varying his timing there, expecting it batter to run. Oh, that had 3-0 written all over it. Instead, it's a great fastball. Now 3-1. Got to deliver to Sweets here. And it's in there. What a pitch. 3-2 to Sweets. On the way. Popped up. Shallow right. And he's got it. Gavlik hauls it in. There's the first out. Here comes Strong Legs, and if he can reach saxophone. Couple elite hitters in this lineup. That's a good screwball to start. That one up the middle, but could be two. Frazier flips onto first. He's got him in a game-ending double play. The TACPs extend their season by at least one more game.
What a win here in Game 4 by Kekaiula. You gotta love the grit, the fight shown by a team like the TACPs, by a player like Keck, the Rookie of the Year, going up against the #1 seed to just stay alive in a series, not rolling over and letting the sweep happen. Well done.
Well done indeed. The series score now at 3-1, still in favor of the Pawtucket Prowlers and corruptionz, looking to go to the World Series. But Kekaiula says, I'm not out of it yet. He's been competitive really in all of the games in this series. Just couldn't find find the extra a little ounce of offense to put himself over the top. He finally did here in Game 4. He can only hope it's not too late. He's got to repeat it 3 more times. So that's something that remains to be seen in the future. As we get these games scheduled, of course, we'll let you know. Times are, of course, TBD right now, but if you're in the Discord, you'll know as soon as we know when these games will be broadcasted for you. As far as other action goes that we can tell you about, we've got Thursday, tomorrow night, the continuation of the XBL semifinals. Mike the Cooch versus Light Snack. I'm sorry, Mike the Cooch versus Lazy, the defending champ. That series all tied at 1 game apiece. And then Friday night, we've got Phillies Rock versus Pizza Volcano, the other half of the AAA semifinals. Those guys are tied at 2 games apiece. Awesome series there. Dwayne, anything you want to say before we head out on this matinee cast?
Yeah, just a fantastic matinee cast. Nice to add some daytime baseball to the semifinal lineup today. Saw a good couple of games. Nice to see nobody getting swept here in the semifinals. There's a ton of good parity, a ton of good baseball across the board. Congratulations to both of our players for picking up wins today. Thank you for joining me early on your side, coming into the booth. And it's been great. Thank you everyone for stopping in. We had a nice little daytime cast, good viewership. And yeah, we'll see everybody later this week. We'll have even more games scheduled for you after what we were just mentioned on Thursday and Friday. The continuation of this series and anything else if necessary out of those other 2 series. We already have 1 XBL series in the books. So yeah, everybody have a safe and happy day. Thank you all for joining us, and we will see you next time. Weaver and Dwayne, out.
Good day.